All things come and go. The great unchangeable law of the universe is the law of impermanence, the law of change. Now, we know that for the last 1600 years, Christianity became the most dominant religion in the world. Secondly, followed by Islam, and then Hinduism after that. But were these religions around in the beginning of man's more recent history of the last 12,000 years, 14,000 years? No. Prior to Christianity and Hinduism and Islam, there was the belief in Baal. There was the belief in Enki and Enlil. There was the belief in Zeus, and there was the belief in Jupiter, and the belief in Odin, and all these other deities that existed. And people believed in them, and people were willing to die for them. And many people, tens of thousands of people, died for them. Imagine being in the Roman Empire in Egypt, and you were worshiping Asar, Aset, and Horus as your trinity. But then along comes Theodosius II in 481, and he declares that throughout the Roman Empire, the only religion will be Christianity. And for the next few hundred years, everyone within your religion either died for that religion or they converted to Christianity at the behest of the Roman Empire, the Roman military. So your religion dies out after 5-6 generations. No one believes in those religions anymore. So what will happen to Christianity at some point? Will the world go through another process as it continuously does? We go from mob rule to a charismatic leader. The charismatic leader becomes the king. The kingship is passed down for generations and becomes corrupt. The aristocracy takes over. The aristocracy takes over for a while. In a few generations, the aristocracy becomes corrupt. Then democracy is implanted. Democracy goes for a longer period of time, and then the division between the rich and the poor becomes so drastic that revolution erupts again, and we go back into mob rule. And then a king or a charismatic leader comes out of that. Kingship is established again. It's a continuous rotation. Right now we are in that rotation as far as democracy for the majority of the world, but the haves and have-nots are drawing closer and closer to civil unrest. So, will that be the end of Christianity? Will that usher in a new religion over the next 5 to 1,000 years? Will Christianity end simply because we will at some point revert back to mob rule, and whichever charismatic leader comes into place, will that charismatic leader bring us into a brand new religion where people start worshiping something else? This time it may be science, it may be aliens, depending upon what destructive nature causes, what destructive nature happens to to increase mob rule, how much destruction comes out of it. So I believe that the end to Christianity will come one of two ways. It would either come through a disruption of the world through war and pestilence or something of that nature, or it will come through enlightenment, the better choice. Many will say that we are entering the age of Aquarius, where enlightenment will take hold, and through that enlightenment we will see the beginnings of a new philosophy as far as religion is concerned. This is somewhat what we've seen with Buddhism, that the Siddhartha Gautama, through his walking away from his kingship, viewed the enlightenment under the Bodhi tree as entering into a new age, coming into the levels of enlightenment. But because it didn't spread through conquest, Buddhism remained a smaller religion. Will we enlighten ourselves and that be the end of the Abrahamic religions and other religions of similar teachings? Probably not. It will probably come because of worldwide destruction. But what do you guys think? How do you think Christianity will end? Because this statement that the word of God would last forever I'm sure was said by those who believed in the Greek religions, those who believed in the Kemetic religions. The people of 3000 BCE living in Egypt probably believed that the word of their God will last forever, that we would always worship the Aten or Amun. But as we see, that didn't happen. It changed. What will be that change? And where do you think we will go? Into what religion would then take hold? Would it be science? Would it be enlightenment? Or will it be some other deity from the sky? Always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.